What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I'm back with another episode of the 4-country challenge. In this game mode, the guesser has to work out which country 4 images are in. The twist is that 3 of the images are in the same country, whereas 1 is the imposter. Take for example this round from last episode, where there were 3 rounds in Albania and an imposter, which was in the Netherlands. Now, there are 3 points on offer each round. 1 for getting the main country, which there are 3 of. 2 for guessing which color the imposter is. And a 3rd point for guessing which country the imposter is. The other twist this episode is that my friend, a professional player Lenley, has created the rounds, which means I'm going to be playing along for the first time. This time, alongside me, I have Stique and Debre returning from last episode, and the legendary professional Geoguessr player RC. I'm going to flash up each round before it starts so that you can play along if you have a pen and paper. Also, don't forget to give the video a like if you're enjoying my channel, subscribe if you want to see more of these, and let's get straight into the video. Okie dokie. So, thank you, Lenley. Immediately, my initial vibe says red is the imposter. I don't exactly know why that is yet. So then, let's kind of break this down. So, my initial vibe is that the main country here is Montenegro. Reason being is that we have the B-type guardrail here, which is found sometimes in Montenegro, but not always. Obviously, yellow fits for Montenegro, but it also kind of looks like Albania or something else, maybe even Croatia, but Montenegro's reasonable for it. This one could easily be Montenegro. We have like a red sign that goes all the way to the edge here. It almost looks like Generation 4 to me, which obviously doesn't really fit. This one could be like Russia or Turkey. I don't really know. Like we have a BMW and like is it like a Toyota? I'm feeling like it almost feels like old Generation 4 though, so what would that make it? It's like a concrete road of some kind or something. Almost feels Turkish. Okay, this one, I mean, they all fit well enough. Like if I'm trying to pair them together, this can't be Albania. This one also doesn't really feel like Albania, so if this one could be the imposter, I guess. Yeah, it's possible. Silly me, I can't even decide if it's Generation 3 or 4. I think it's Gen 3 actually. Okay, so I think my guess here is main country Montenegro, red, okay. Imposter, which is Russia.
Okay, wow, you got it. 3 out of 3.
Let's go. Okay, good start.
Really strong start.
Thank you. Okay, RC, welcome. Let's get straight into the first round where I'll get you to just tell me your thought process and give it a go.
Okay, so right off the bat, Europe for sure, I think here. All 4 of them, I think, look European enough. Like we got long plates on the red image here. I'm not seeing any sort of blue on the plates, so that's interesting. It does feel more like Balkans area, maybe slightly, just hard to narrow down. The guardrails on the blue image are like the B type, which means I'm trying to think like which country it could be with these. Like with the Balkans in this guardrail, it would be Serbia. That was like the first thing that went through my mind. But like all the other pictures are just kind of weird for Serbia. I mean, I guess Turkey also uses them, I know, but this doesn't look like Turkey, especially not with these road lines. Like I'm struggling like to think how yellow would fit into this. Like it's so mountainous, but the road doesn't even like remind me that much of like Balkan countries. Could be like some weird like Montenegro maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Montenegro on, wait, does Montenegro have, see now I'm like struggling to remember, like does Montenegro have the B rails? That's like the B guardrails. I don't remember. I'm gonna say, okay, red, green, and yellow are Montenegro, and then blue is the imposter, and that's gonna be Serbia.
Okay, so on round number 1 here, you're picking up a point. It was the main country as Montenegro, and red was actually in Russia, Caucasus. That's why there was the blue strips.
Yeah, okay, that makes so much sense. And the architecture was like throwing me off. It didn't really feel Montenegro, but I couldn't put it, like I couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah. Okay, welcome Stique. Let's take a look at the first round and hear your thought process.
Alright, okay, yellow. I recognize the road. That's surely Bobotov Mountain in Montenegro. And I'm not so sure about the others here. I think green is meant to be like the south coast of Montenegro as well, because it's very flat and like, I don't know, it just looks weird. Red and blue could legit both be Monty as well. So I'm kind of confused there which one is the imposter. I mean, blue shouldn't be a Monty guardrail, but I feel like that's the bait here. Yeah, I guess I'll say green, yellow, and blue are Monty, and the imposter is red, and that's North Macedonia.
Okay, 2 points out of 3 on the first round. It is red as the imposter, but is Russia instead of North Macedonia.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, Debray, welcome to round number 1. Let's get your thoughts here and hear what you have to say.
Alright, what's up everybody? Let me see. Okay. Yellow is already a road that I've been on in real life, so that's great. Durmitor National Park in northern Montenegro. The other 3 are quite interesting. I could definitely believe green to be Montenegro, somewhere around like Ulcinj maybe. Red, I'm not quite sure about. Red feels kind of hard to identify. Blue, I think I could also believe to be Montenegro because it has the typical like Yugoslavia guardrails. The road itself is kind of whatever, but the trees also kind of fit, so I think I'm just gonna go with the idea that it's Montenegro because I don't have anything better. The problem with red is that I can't really place it anywhere else though. Maybe I should go with red being Montenegro and green being Albania because these types of coastal areas, which I think it is, look very similar in the 2 countries. Yeah, it's rough. I'm trying to figure out if there's any like other guess that I can come up with for red. Because green does have a sign on the left, which to me feels almost like an Italian sign, although I have absolutely no justification for saying that because I don't actually know the difference, but it's something about it just feels off. So I guess I don't really have anything better than to say that red, blue, yellow are Montenegro and green is Albania.
Okay, 1 point on the first round here. You were indeed right in your suspicion that red was suspicious, and that is Russia.
Russia, yeah, I'm never getting that. I'm never getting that.
Ooh, think we got some Africa involved here for sure. So then, this almost feels like it's like Gaborone or somewhere in Botswana. This could also be Gaborone or like Eswatini or South Africa. So that's kind of my thoughts there. This one's strange. I don't quite know what to make of that. It's like salt pans somewhere with a square blur as well. So I don't really know what that is. And this one, okay, that could be Botswana reasonably with a black and white curb here as well. And fences around the houses. This over here, like this hedge and the building, don't feel particularly African, but I think I can trust enough there to say that I think that's the case. And this one, the blue one, I'm thinking, would that actually be Eswatini? Yeah, but I feel like it's much more Botswana to me. Although there is like a possibility that we got South Africa action as well here. So like this, I just feel like this is the imposter. I can't really match it to any of these countries that they would have this landscape. It feels like either Chile, Botswana, or Bolivia, and I think out of the 3, Bolivia is most likely. So then, my overall answer here is, I think I gotta go Bots here. I don't think these are Eswatini. So I think Botswana, and then my imposter country is green, which I want to go with Bolivia on.
Very nice, very nice. I think this was kind of an easier one, but like still pretty tough. And you got it correct.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's basically 3 Gaborone, which most people don't recognize, has like as many dirt roads with red soil or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, the green one is the salt flats in Bolivia.
The other ones definitely, because I've actually played a bit of Botswana, definitely recognize them, so that's good.
Okay, this is quite different. Somewhere in Africa, and like my first thought was Botswana. At least like the red image definitely feels like South Africa or Botswana here, I think. The green image is just so different. Like, how is this? I mean, I guess like it would probably have to be Botswana at least, because there's no way like this is South Africa. I just cannot think of anything like that would look like this in South Africa, to be honest. But I mean, could that be the imposter image? Yellow like is like almost feels like Eswatini, but I don't think it would be Eswatini. Trying to think if it could be anywhere else in Africa though. Not really, I don't think. The blue image like is very generic. Yeah, I mean like Kenya did cross my mind, but none of the other ones really fit with Kenya, so I doubt that it would be there. I'm gonna say Botswana is the main country here, and then I would say probably yellow is, but I'm just trying to think if there's anywhere where blue could be. I'm gonna say honestly that blue is Botswana, and then yellow just gave me really big like Eswatini vibes, so I'm gonna say yellow's the imposter and it's Eswatini.
Okay, so again, 1 point here. You're right on the main country again, which is Botswana. Green is a very out of place Bolivia here, so yeah.
Oh my god, of course there's the Uyuni salt flats. I was like thinking like
it got you in the African frame of mind, and then that's cheeky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, what the hell, bro? Okay, yellow, I think that's the road south of Gaborone in some green park in Botswana. And I think blue is also Botswana, even though it kind of looks like Kenya at first glance. And then I have no idea what green is, I'll be honest. It doesn't really look like Botswana to me though. And I think red could just be inside the capital, like Gaborone or maybe Francistown. Okay, yeah, I think I'm right about Botswana, but I have no idea what green would be. Okay, I'll go with red, blue, and yellow being Botswana, and then green being the imposter, and I think it's like Chile, Bolivia, or Peru, but I think I'll go with Bolivia, sure.
Okay, nice. 3 points. 3 points out of 3.
Okay, nice.
Very good.
Yeah, I think we're looking at some South Africa here for sure. In fact, I could actually believe that all 4 of these are South Africa, if that was an option. Yellow looks exactly like the South Africa bait that I have in A Balanced World. So that's like, I don't know if that's the exact same place, but it looks very similar. Red, well, it looks like it could be average South Africa suburb, or it could be Russia because it has this like black-white curves on the side, which I don't know if I've seen in South Africa actually. But I could definitely believe it to be South Africa. Blue, I'm also comfortable saying that it's South Africa, even though the car is driving kind of what looks to be on the right, because like everything about it just makes sense to me, just like the northwest of Pretoria, kind of red dirt Gen 3 area. And green looks like far south, like far northwest, like a little bit of Gen 2 coverage. Although now that I'm looking at it, this is actually not Gen 2, which is kind of a little bit strange, because I don't actually know any place that would fit in South Africa with this. I mean, my main problem, my main concern is that like now the more that I'm looking at this red one, I'm starting to wonder if this could be like some insane, like, I don't know, Ukraine, Russia, and it just happens to look a little bit like South Africa. But I think with this sort of like fence or whatever you would call it to the right, that feels more like South Africa to me. So I guess I'm just gonna go with red, blue, and yellow, South Africa. And I mean green, I mean really just a shot in the dark here, Argentina.
Okay, 1 point here. The main country is actually Botswana. These are all Gaborone locations.
God damn. Okay, that's that's rough.
And then you're right for the region on green, but it is just Bolivian side of the border. So yeah.
I see.
Next one here, though. Interesting looking one. So Russia is without a doubt involved, surely. Or is it? Actually not so sure now. Okay, so this one is interesting. A red has to be somewhere in the very far north part where all the Nordic countries can converge and where Russia also meets with Murmansk. It has to be that area. We have solid outer lines, so I really don't think it's Sweden. I also don't think, because we have white inner lines, I don't think Norway is particularly likely either, although it's possible. And I am thinking of Finland and Russia there. Okay, that's fine. Next one here. This looks like almost, it's hard to pick the vibe, but this almost feels like old Generation 4 as well. This looks like Finland or Sweden to me. Or maybe Norway. I don't know if I get as much of a Russia vibe off green. Yellow obviously looks like Finland or Russia again, so this is a well-picked one. It's definitely kind of difficult. I would say of the two, I prefer like North Finland somewhere there, but it could still be Russia as well. And this one in the top right, it doesn't really feel Finnish, I could say that. So I could pick it as I think it's either Russia or the imposter, I think. I feel like the pole in the top left is very Finnish. So yellow would be Finland too. Then green would have to be Finland as well, which is strange to me, but I did mention it as a possibility before. You know, it can be Finland. I'm saying it can be Finland, which means blue is the imposter. Where do you put blue? I think Russia's most likely. I even think that maybe you could say Mongolia. You could even go a few other countries as well. I definitely think like Canada is actually not impossible. Maybe even Alaska. I don't know, but the road feels more like European, but nah, I'm gonna swallow my doubts and say main country is Finland and blue is the imposter, which I feel like blue is the imposter, and I'm gonna say it's Russia. I don't know where it is though.
All right, so you dropped your first point, but only one.
Okay.
So blue is not actually in Russia. It's just in BC.
Okay. Yeah. The road didn't feel Canadian, but the rest of the round did kind of feel Canadian. So yeah, that makes sense.
Right, so very Nordic. Yellow is definitely Finland, I think, here. So we can at least figure out one. Trying to think if red is that new Finland. No, it's not the new Finland coverage, I don't think. This would be Russia, I believe. So like Murmansk area. And then I can definitely see green being Russia. It might be like Buryatia, or it might just be Murmansk as well. So yeah, I think Russia will probably be the main country here, and then I can totally see blue being Russia as well. So I'm gonna say red, green, and blue Russia, and yellow is imposter Finland.
Unfortunately, 0 points here. This is a bunch of new Finnish Gen 4. So
Wow.
blue is the imposter in BC, and the rest is Finland.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, damn, what the hell? Okay, yellow. If this isn't like some border stuff, it should just be Finland, because it looks like it. I think red is also a Finnish road, and it's meant to be bait for like a Norwegian road, like up north. Green and blue also both look like Finland, but I feel like blue would be the more bait option here. So I guess blue could also be Finland, and then wow, okay, green could be Sweden or Russia then, I guess, but it also just looks like Finland. Yeah, I think I'll go with yellow, red, and blue being Finland, and then the imposter green is do I pick Russia or Sweden, or even Norway, I guess. Okay, green is Sweden, I guess.
Okay, so just 1 point this time. It is Finland as the main country, and blue is the imposter, as you said it might be, which is in BC.
Oh, dude. Okay, I thought it was some bait North Finland round. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm trying to wonder, like this yellow one is definitely like around Finland, but I don't know if it's in Finland or like in Russia, close to Finland, because this road could be in either country, realistically. But like all this like random like sand on the side is making me want to say that it's more Russia. But then like it's like sunset coverage, and I don't like necessarily know any Gen 3 roads there in Russia which have this sunset coverage. So I think with red, well, I should be pretty confident in saying that it's Russia, but like now I'm starting to think if it could be that one road in like Finland which has mountains. Surely I don't guess that though, because I main problem is that the blue one to me looks a lot like Canada at first sight, but then again you have the same kind of like sand on the side of the road, and if I'm saying that's Russia, that could be an indication that I shouldn't be overthinking this, and that just could be somewhere in the Caucasus, for example. I mean, green I would be pretty confident that it's like Russia, but now I'm starting to question myself. I mean, realistically, what else could it be? Like, there's no way that 3 of these are Sweden. There's no way that I mean, could 3 of them be Finland? 4 is definitely not Finland, and green I really don't think so. In all honesty, I should just like know what that one road in Finland looks like in Gen 4, so that I could, you know, forget about having to figure out which one is the red one is. But you know what this was? This, like, I looked at this like the first time, and I thought this was gonna be like the easiest thing in the world. And like the more I'm looking at it, the more I just don't want to acknowledge that this exists. Yeah, okay. Let's say red, green, and yellow are Russia, and let's say blue is Canada. But yeah, not confident in this one.
Okay, 2 points out of 3 here. Well done. However, you've missed the main country again. This one is actually Finland, the main 3 countries.
Yep.
And then blue is just the Canada. Well done, BC.
That doesn't feel like that should be 2 points, right? Like that feels like that's undeserved. And like I got 3 of them wrong technically.
Picking the imposter is still the point of the game, so yeah. Next one here. Okay, I think we have Peru involved, and I think we have Lesotho involved, or something, or maybe Mongolia or something. So let's go into these individually. Okay, not Lesotho at all, I think. Red has very strange architecture in a way that makes me want to say it's like Mongolia, even though we have like Lesotho-shaped hills. I mean, these houses are strange. I don't think they fit for Peru at all, though. So I think it's meant to like be some Peru bait here, and they just don't feel Peruvian to me. Nor do they feel Lesotho, nor do they really feel Turkish. So I feel like it is Russia or Mongolia there. So that's my guess for green. For red, sorry. For green, looks like Peru, sure. Could be like South Ecuador or something. Yeah, I think it's one of those two probably. Blue, same kind of vibe. This one feels more Peruvian to me. I feel more confident on that for Peru, but still could be Ecuador. And yellow is strange, but it could be Peru. It could be Peru. I don't think I would go there without the context of the other rounds. I don't know where you match red's architecture with the kind of landscape that you get in the other 3. That's my kind of problem here, I think. Yeah. Blue is definitely a strange round, but I think it fits well enough. Same with yellow. Green is the one that I really am quite confident that it's Peru or possibly Ecuador. My thought is that this might actually just be Mongolia, because we might see an antenna here if it's Russia here on red. That is like, because we're driving right hand side of the road, so if you can imagine the car being here.
One thing I have to tell you, if there was an antenna visible, sometimes Poisoned edited them out.
That's good info to know. I'm still confused whether this should be Russia or Mongolia. I would say here I want to take blue, green, and yellow, lock it in as Peru, hopefully not Ecuador. And red is the imposter, which I want to say is... I'm going to say it is Mongolia. Okay, that's my guess.
All right, that's 1 out of 3. The main country is sadly Ecuador.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
close, very close, but yeah, all 3 of those are in Ecuador. And red is the imposter. It's not Mongolia. It is actually just Lesotho.
Oh,
Very
really?
strange looking houses.
Okay,
Yeah.
those are exceptionally strange houses for Lesotho. You know what? It makes sense. I mean, I immediately saw it and was like Lesotho, and
Yeah,
then
definitely.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so red is interesting. Doesn't really look like the other ones from what I was thinking, like the other mountainous locations. The blue is definitely in South America, I think. I mean, most likely Peru, but I'm gonna like not say for sure that it's Peru yet. Green also definitely matches the Peru vibe. I was just wondering if it could be like maybe a weird Ecuador, but I don't want to say. Although, yeah, looking at yellow now, like feels like Tumbes area to me. So I think I like Peru here. And then I want to say red is Lesotho. Like red just looks more like Lesotho with the grass, I guess. So, and those houses are really weird. It definitely does not feel like something I would see in Peru or South America at least. So I feel like I've seen something like that before with like those weird houses, and it was in Lesotho. So I'm gonna say yeah, green, yellow, and blue are Peru, and then red is Lesotho.
All right, very nice. You got 2 points here. It is red Lesotho, and then, as you mentioned, might be the possibility that others were Ecuador. Yeah, I also went Peru on there. But I picked red as Mongolia, so I only got 1.
Okay, what the hell am I looking at? Red is the imposter, and that's North Lesotho. And the other ones are like some South American country. This is tough. Green looks like, I guess, Peru. Blue could be Peru, but there's no way yellow is Peru. Unless it's like North Peru, which could make sense. They also all could be Ecuador or all Colombia. Where would it look this, I don't know, dry, flat, and like lush in Ecuador or Colombia? And I've seen blue somewhere as well. It's like a national park. I think I'll go with, could it be Peru? No, I'll go with Ecuador being the main country for green, yellow, and blue, and red is the imposter, and it's Lesotho.
Very nice. 3 points out of 3. Nice work.
Okay, nice.
Okay. I mean, Peru or Bolivia for the main one. I feel like red is like Lesotho, but it's like trying really hard to obscure the fact that it's Lesotho. Because like there's a ski resort in Lesotho that looks exactly like this, and like these houses, and I think you can kind of see like on the hills like these like typical like lines that are all over Lesotho. So I'm pretty confident saying that red is Lesotho. And the other 3, I don't see how it could be Bolivia because this yellow one is never Bolivia. Like there's no part of the Bolivia that looks like this. So I think I'm just gonna say those are Peru, and the imposter country is Lesotho.
Okay, 2 points out of 3 here. The imposter is Lesotho red, but the main country is Ecuador.
I should have probably thought more about that, but I don't think I'm guessing Ecuador there even if I think a lot about it.
Okie dokie. Next one here. Let's run through it round by round once again. I'm going to save red for later because it seems hard. So yellow, I feel like can either be Indonesia or Bangladesh. Looks like we have a bit of black card there. I would say this, well, obviously both cards have that house in the background. Maybe feeling a tad more Indo, but yeah, either country possible there. So that's my thought for that. Like green definitely fits better for Sulawesi or Philippines. Yeah, that's about all I have to say for green. I think it's one of the 2 places. I'm not really sure which, but I guess like the concrete road may make you lean a little bit more Philippines. As for blue here, that is looking like almost Latin America. These lights almost feel like, well, maybe not Argentina, unless it was like Panhandle Argentina. I do actually think it's probably going to be Asia though, given the context of the other rounds. Both of those pretty much have to be Asia. So white center lines here could even be Malaysia or something. I don't know, like it's kind of overcast and the quality's kind of bad, but we have a lot of palms. We can definitely come back to that, but yeah, I mean, I don't really recognize it for Malaysia, so I'm not sure what country that is. And then red also kind of gives imposter vibes. Looks like Europe, which is strange, but I guess it could be, oh, it could be like Sumba. It could be Sumba. We do see like some bluish roofs there, which wouldn't make sense for Europe. So I would say for that reason, I mean, I can see where the bait is on each of these rounds, but I think I might have to go, like, I'm not locking it, but I think Indo makes the most sense here. We do see some weird red roofs as well in the top left, but I think we saw a blue roof, so yeah, okay, let's, like, run another thought experiment. What if this was Thailand? But I don't think green fits well enough, and yeah, no, I don't think it's Thailand. I think it's fine. Okay. New thought. Maybe blue is also Indonesia, and we're actually looking at an imposter on the bottom row, because I'm pretty sure red's also Indonesia. So maybe we're looking at the Philippines bottom left. That would be a classic bait. And maybe that is Bangladesh on the bottom right. I kind of feel blue actually does fit Indo better than most places. So that's kind of my new thinking here. Also, Indo has a bunch of random stuff, so you can never count it out. So he's shown the black car on the yellow round, which just makes me a little bit sus. Maybe this is a massive throw, but I'm actually gonna lock in yellow as the imposter being Bangladesh. Oh man, I kind of don't like it when I say it, but I'm gonna do it. And then all the other ones are Indonesia. How's that sounding?
I think sounds okay. Sounds okay. We got the next 3 out of 3 here. Let's go. Let's go.
Managed to get
Also
it.
called out Zumba, which was correct. Red was indeed Zumba.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, immediately I looked at yellow, and like yellow stood out to me as like almost feeling like Bangladesh, while the other ones are a little weird. Like they don't seem like Bangladesh at all. What I'm wondering is, could the other ones be like Indo, and then that's the only one that's Bangladesh? Green is very hard to say. Like I could see this being both like Philippines and Indonesia, so that I don't really have a guess there. Red is also weird, to be honest. Not sure what this one would be. It doesn't feel like Indo though, like at all. Blue, I mean, could be like a Borneo, I guess. I don't really know here. Could it possibly be 3 Philippines is what I'm wondering. Like, could yellow ever be Philippines? It's just such a Bangladesh location. But watch, it's gonna be like just Java. The only thing that's weird is like the red soil. Like, why is there red soil in Bangladesh? Like, I don't feel like that's something you normally see. Let me look back at like the red picture, because honestly, like if you told me this was Asia, like I'm not even sure that that would be my first guess. Like honestly, this kind of feels like Russia or something almost. I'm just trying to think, like, do I go for like a crazy guess like I was saying, like Russia, or do I just go for something like close by, like Philippines? I honestly feel like it's something weird. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna just go for that. I'm gonna say blue, yellow, green is Indo, and then red is imposter. Red is Russia. That could be so wrong, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, your very first instinct was unfortunately the correct one, where you said Indonesia with yellow being Bangladesh. That is indeed the correct answer. Then red is Sumba, and yeah, green
Sumba,
is
okay.
Java.
Oh, Sumba makes so much sense actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just
Still picking up
I
a point.
don't know
though.
why I thought this. Yeah.
Okay, this is really hard for me. I literally suck at this region. I'm not sure for like every single one. Green should be, I guess, the Philippines, and then red could be Philly, like north. But yellow looks more like Bangladesh, so I'm confused there. And I feel like blue isn't even in Asia. I guess blue could be Cambo, but it also just looks like Ghana to me. Damn, this is a weird one. There's no way these are like, there has to be like 2 imposters here. I swear yellow is like Bangladesh, green is Philly, and blue is Ghana. There's no way these are like different countries, bro. Oh wait, it could be Thai. I guess Thai would make sense for like 3 of them. Red is weird as stuff as well. What is that shit? I'll go with Philly being the main country, I guess, for green, yellow, and red, and then blue is Ghana.
Okay, unfortunately 0 points this time.
Yeah.
Main country is Indonesia, and then yellow, as you said, is Bangladesh.
Wait, blue is Indo as well.
Yeah.
Nah. That's a fake location.
Okay, I mean, yellow looks like the most average Bangladesh I've ever seen. Yeah, that should be Bangladesh. Red, to me, feels like Philippines. You got the typical, like, Philippines, like, little rocks on the road. Oh, that's, like, not really a very reliable meta, but it is something. Green looks like a concrete road. You have a lot of typical palms that you would see in the Philippines, so that one looks like Philippines too to me. And I guess what I'm supposed to say then is that blue is also Philippines, but that doesn't necessarily feel right to me. So I need to think about this a little more. Whatever that blue thing is on the right, though, that does make me feel more Philippines. Like, it really does, but I don't want to like rush this. Indonesia, could it be Indonesia? This red one doesn't feel like Indonesia to me. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know what island in Indonesia would be so dry looking, and with this road, just don't feel like it. So I guess I'm just gonna go with red, blue, and green being Philippines, and yellow, I mean, surely I have to go with Bangladesh here. Like, I guess there's a 1% chance that it's Java, but like, I have to go with Bangladesh and yellow.
2 points out of 3, once again identifying correctly the imposter, but missing that the main country was Indo.
Yeah, it seems to be a running theme.
True, 3 rounds in a row now.
I just didn't feel like guessing Indo there.
The other 2 definitely look Philly, so I understand. Yeah. Ooh, we got a bit of Gen 2. I love my old friend Gen 2. That is almost fairly British with the fence, I have to say, but could easily be France, Belgium, Netherlands. No, not Netherlands with the hills, but Belgium, maybe even Ireland. France, Belgium, or Britain for me. Then the next one surely puts a spanner in the works and makes me lean France, because on yellow, it's looking very dry. It's got white outer lines as well. France rarely does those like solid outer lines though, I feel, so that's kind of interesting. Top right here is a very interesting house. Oh, I think blue is almost Australian. Reason being, we've got a fairly short number plate. It's blue. This almost feels like in a Melbourne alleyway or something. We have these trees, which you definitely see if you live in Australia, and these AC units on top of the house are like so Aussie. Like, if this isn't Australia, which it easily might not be, it's very strange. Like, I don't know where to put it elsewhere. Like, it would be like Turkey or something if it's not Australia. But like cobblestone, you do see in Melbourne, so I feel like that is Melbourne, actually, weirdly enough. So that would leave all the other three in the same country, whereas like red doesn't look like any country we've mentioned so far, which is interesting. We've got like a concrete road. How do I put these three in the same country though? That's confusing. Oh, unless I almost mentioned New Zealand for red, yellow, and green, but that only fits green actually. Okay, so let's go back to yellow here. Could that ever be Australia? No, I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure this like brick also feels super Australian, maybe even like Tasmania. I would say it's Melbourne. Oh my gosh, if I got this wrong, I'm embarrassed. Okay, I'll lock it in. Blue's the imposter. It is Melbourne, Australia. And the other three are in France, I think.
All right. So blue is indeed in Melbourne. Very nice pickup, but there's two other Australias in there.
No! Really? Okay, so yellow is Australia, obviously then, and then I guess no way is green ever Australia, so it has to be red? Where is red though? What? Oh my gosh.
Red is North Perth.
Oh my gosh, bro, Perth, I hate you. So 0 points.
Yeah, you got a 0 points, but actually yellow is also not in Australia.
Huh? Yellow's also not Australia. Okay, that makes sense with the... So where the hell is green then? What? It has to be Tasmania, surely.
It is Tasmania.
Oh my gosh, stupid
crazy boy. Yellow is in Hawaii.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Alright, so, interesting house in the blue. And then we have like a white, long-ish plate. I mean, definitely getting Australia vibes. Yellow seems fairly Australian here. Green, I mean, we got some eucalyptus trees, but the rest kind of looks a little weird. I'm not really confident on Australia on that one. And then red is kind of just different. I'm not really sure. Would I be surprised if this was Russia? Not really, but definitely would not be my first guess at all. It's so difficult to tell. Like, I thought like maybe South Africa, but okay, let me go back to the other ones and just see like, can the other ones be Australia or are they something weird? Green is just the one that I keep thinking about. Like, it looks almost European, like the UK, but the trees are just like slightly weird. So Australia is for sure yellow, but is it blue and is it red? I'll say I think blue can definitely be Australia. I think that would be like a Melbourne suburb maybe. I feel all right about that. So I'll say yellow, blue, and red are Australia, and then green is the UK.
Righty. Oh, so really impressively picking up the country here. It is Australia. However, it's hilarious that you were saying like yellow is the one that's for sure Australia, because that's the imposter, which is actually Hawaii.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I was like, yeah, that one's for sure Australia. I should have realized there's something gonna be up with that one.
Yeah. Picking up a point. Nice work.
Okay, buddy. What? Blue looks like Melbourne to me, or like Adelaide, I guess. I guess yellow could be Australia as well. Red is probably Australia in some weird ass town, like very rural. But green could be Australia as well. Maybe green is New Zealand, and that's debate. But I feel like that would be too easy or something. The plate does look long on the blue one, so I do think that's also Australia. But could be something weird, I guess. Or where would yellow be if it's not Australia? That's also a good thing to think about, because I don't see that being anywhere else. Maybe Spain, like Canaries or something. Okay, I'll go with the main country being Australia at least. For, I guess, red, blue, and yellow, I guess. And then green is the imposter. And it's New Zealand.
Okay, so you correctly identified that the main country is Australia, which I didn't. And it is indeed yellow that's the imposter in Hawaii. So yeah, definitely a tough one.
Hawaii.
But picking up a point.
Okay, so right off the bat, yellow looks like Hawaii. Green looks like Australia. Maybe, I don't know about Taz, but like maybe like southern New South Wales, I guess. Blue, I could definitely believe being in Australia with these fences. So to me, and I think red is like pretty inarguably Australia because these like, I don't know what these like metal things are, but like I've seen them all over the country. So I want to say red, blue, and green. Could be something else. I will accept it. You know, even with the license plate, it could be something else. There's just like no amount of thinking that's gonna get me out of the idea that this is Australia. And as for yellow, to me that looks like Hawaii. So that's
Okay. Incredible stuff. That's 3 points out of 3 and so quickly too. Wow. First person to get 3 there. Very nice. Uh-oh, tracker stuff. Immediately, blue stands out as the odd one out, potentially, so let's check it out. Okay, not necessarily, really. Weirdly enough, I feel as if, and also because Lenley is the one making these, I feel as if Kyrgyzstan might be involved here. Reason being, blue immediately struck me as Kyrgyzstan. Houses are weird, but Kyrgyzstan can have weird houses, so that's possible. Also, weird fences for Europe, I think, but maybe I'm wrong. Red wouldn't have picked Kyrgyzstan at all, but looks like we have a Soviet pole in the background. I can't lie. Looks like an A-frame pole. So, interesting. Yellow can't be Kyrgyzstan, because I think it's Generation 2. But green can be. I don't know where it is. And honestly, if it's Kyrgyzstan, I should know. Also, honestly, that looks like a diamond sign, which is extremely concerning. I always would try, like, Norway in yellow or something like that. That feels quite reasonable to me. Okay, here's my dilemma. I want to pick red as the imposter and say it's Kyrgyzstan for extra points, because I'm not convinced about the others. Enough time's been spent on a round that I don't think I'm able to get. I'm just going to go with my kind of initial gut thought, which is Kyrgyzstan is the main country. Yellow is the imposter, which is Norway.
All right. I was very, very scared that you would not go Kyrgyzstan as main country, because it is Kyrgyzstan main country.
Excellent.
And you were like circling almost towards a 0-pointer with going Kyrgyzstan as imposter.
Yeah, true.
Managed to get it. And the imposter is actually green, which has a diamond sign, which I didn't actually really notice. But yeah, it is a diamond sign. So what is it? What could it be?
Chile or something? Argentina? I don't know.
It's Alaska.
Oh, Alaska, of course. Yeah. Why did I not think of US? Okay, well, 1 point's okay there.
All right. Ooh, we got some snowy locations here. So green is the interesting one for sure. Like, it is so snowy here. Like, I know of one road that looks like that in Alaska, like going up to Prudhoe Bay. Would this be that? I mean, it could be. It's just so difficult to tell. Like, I'm trying to look at the sign in the very distance, and I just cannot see enough to like pick out if that would be like an American style sign or not. I can say maybe that's US. Now we just gotta think about like the rest of them. Red could be like a US like tracker. I could see that. I don't know where it would be. Like I've never seen this like snowy tracker, but I could see it being US still. Blue is definitely not US. Blue feels like Kyrgyzstan, honestly. Like that was my first thought here. This is a big river in yellow. I'm trying to think like what river that could be with this snow coverage. Like, where would you get snow coverage like this in the US? I don't want to rule out US on yellow, I think. What else could this be, though? Like, I'm just trying to think. Blue immediately just felt like Kyrgyzstan to me. What else could it be, like, with the snow coverage? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Kyrgyzstan for that. And I still can't think of, like, what yellow could be in the US, but I think it is the US. Yeah, I'm gonna go red, green, and yellow are US, and then blue is Kyrgyzstan.
So, unfortunately, the wrong way around this time. It's going to be 0 points because the main country is Kyrgyzstan. And then you actually had the 5k for green, which is Prudhoe Bay. So, yeah.
Okay.
Or at least it was Alaska. I'm assuming you know the coverage and that's where it is, but yeah.
Yeah, that one I just like knew immediately because I knew the coverage.
It kind of was a detriment to you almost because you just like you just knew it had to be there and then kind of worked around from it. That's unfortunate.
Okay. Yellow and red are Kyrgyzstan, I think. Or I guess they both could be Mongolia as well. That's tough. No, I think it's Kyrgyzstan. And then green and blue. I guess blue could just be like Bates, Bulgaria. But I feel like you wouldn't do that. I feel like green is supposed to be like the bait one here. Blue could definitely just be some like Bishkek suburb or something where it snowed and it's just weird coverage. Green could be like a mountain road somewhere where it's just full on snow. I feel like there's a sign on the left there, but that's probably fake. Where would green be? The rocks do kind of look like Kyrgyzstan. I'm not a rock expert, so it could be anywhere. Could blue just be Bulgaria? Is that bait? Maybe. I think I'll go with red, yellow, and blue being Kyrgyzstan, and green is the imposter, and it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna say something dumb here, I think, because I thought about Mongolia, or I thought about like South Argentina in the mountains. I'll just say South Argentina in the mountains, because it's a funny answer.
Okay, 2 points out of 3 here. Correctly identified the country and the imposter, but the imposter is in Alaska.
Oh, Alaska. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Kyrgyzstan. Which one is the not Kyrgyzstan? I feel like most of these are on like the same road. I mean, obviously, green could just be Talas, but it could also be Dalton Highway in Alaska, which is really interesting because, like, if I'm trying to get into Lenley's head here, that's like exactly like the one place that comes to my mind. Like, what is like a place where it's like all snow and where I could put a location to like somehow make a bait Kyrgyzstan around. I mean, these trees on the red, like those are definitely Kyrgyzstan. Like, I don't know where else in the world outside of like Central Asia would see these specific spruce trees. Blue yellow should be Kyrgyzstan. I'm pretty sure I've seen either is like kind of on one road or at least very close by. When it's like all snow, like it is possible. It is possible that like it is just like Talas or something. But yeah, I have to go with red, blue, and yellow being Kyrgyzstan and green being Alaska.
Very nice stuff. 3 points out of 3 again, and you called out the road as well. I feel like the last 2 rounds are just like ABW type locations. Definitely felt that way, and yeah, super stuff. Okay, I want to focus in on red immediately on the next one because I feel like it's familiar to me and I don't want to be influenced by the other countries yet. I already am slightly influenced by the other countries, actually. Oh, is it like Bulgaria or something? Or Greece? I think it's one of those two. Okay, so let's check out the other stuff here. City location feels like France. I think it's Réunion, though all the relevant clues are kind of covered up. Okay, could it be even Australia? Yeah, could be. Oh, New Zealand. That bike is driving on the right. Okay, where are the steering wheels here? Steering wheel is on the right. So yeah, I think this is New Zealand. Could be Australia, but we have like a white signpost here and the parking sign is not particularly familiar to me. And we have a yellow on the outside, which I feel like is really common in New Zealand. So I think New Zealand. I think Greece fits the best. I would just send Greece on red. That's the thing. Yellow certainly fits. Blue is weird for anywhere, I feel. I'm not really sure what country I put it in. Really hope this is not Australia. I'm going to lock it in. We've got green, New Zealand, and then the others are Greece, I think.
All right, so sadly that's a 0, but this is definitely the trickiest one. What if I told you that the UK was involved?
Oh, it's Gibraltar.
Almost. 3 of those are in Bermuda.
Okay.
Everything except for red is Bermuda, and red is Croatia.
Yeah, okay.
Right, okay, so these rounds are just so nondescript, like, not picking up anything from, like, not picking up anything from these, more rural locations. I guess I have to, like, focus on the green one. Like, my first thought was, like, Australia here. Can't see anything that would, like, tell me it's Australia, not, like, New Zealand, for example. Could it be South Africa, though? Don't know. Although, are we driving right, actually? We might actually be driving right with the motorcycle because it looks like the front of a motorcycle. So I guess I'm just really wrong with my guess on that. I'm wondering if it's like some island country. Like, could it be Bermuda? Like, the trees on blue, I could totally see in Bermuda. And I just have to think what else would be Bermuda. Maybe yellow? Like, I'm not really getting Bermuda vibes from red. I can't see the plate, so oh no, you can. It's like a longer plate, so that does rule out like Virgin Islands. Could it be like Réunion? I don't think so. I think it's an English speaking country. It just doesn't give me like French vibes. Just trying to make out what red could be now. So could it be like one of the islands, like Canaries or something? I honestly like might go for that. Yeah, I guess I'll say that. So Spain, red, imposter, and then blue, yellow, green, Bermuda. So would that be UK or just Bermuda?
Well, I can tell you you're correct. So, that is indeed Bermuda. So 2 points there, obviously, because red is the imposter, which is going to be Croatia.
Croatia. Okay, that makes sense. It was Europe, but I just could not place it at all.
Yeah, definitely a difficult one.
Okay, what? Okay, for green, I thought it was like Reunion at first, but now I'm starting to think it's Bermuda or like USVI maybe. And then blue, I think blue is actually the most likely to be Bermuda. Yellow could be Bermuda as well, bro. I don't know which country Bermuda belongs to though. That's kind of unlucky. Is it the UK? Am I trolling?
Yeah, it belongs to the UK.
Because I'm guessing you want that from me. So I think I'll say the main country is UK and it's all Bermuda, or like islands at least, that the UK owns. And then red is, I don't know, it kind of looks like some Balearic island in Spain or like Sardinia to me. Because I'm trying to think if that could be UK as well. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'll go with blue, green and yellow being the UK, just islands. And then red being Spain and it's like Mallorca or something.
Okay, once again, 2 points out of 3 here. Well done. It is indeed Bermuda. It is indeed red as the imposter, and that is in Croatia.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is this wait? Is green like Bermuda or something? Can we not do this? This looks like the capital town or whatever it's called in Bermuda. Yeah, yellow. Nah, wait. Like blue and yellow could absolutely be in Bermuda as well. Okay, I thought this was gonna be like a thing where like he puts one in Bermuda, one in like Pitcairn, and one in like Scotland, and goes like, haha, all 3 of those are like sovereign territory of the crown. It's like, okay, like I see what you're doing there, but I think these are just the Bermuda, to be honest. It looks like the Bermuda Tracker Road. Okay, so blue, yellow, green, Bermuda, lock it in, and I'm gonna try to look at this red a little bit. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is like Croatia. I don't even know what. It feels like there's like one other place that I know that just come to my mind that this could be. Could be Greece, but it doesn't feel like it. For some reason, I really feel like there's another place that I'm forgetting, but I think it's just gonna be. I think I'm just gonna go with Croatia. I'm not gonna be too crazy about this. So Bermuda, Croatia.
Wow, 3 points again, crazy, and so quickly as well. Well done. Yep. There has been a direct inverse relationship between the ones that I did well on and the ones that you did well on so far. It's actually hilarious. It's almost directly inverse. That's actually crazy. Interesting. Immediately, I think bottom left is Brazil, but it's like a European-style crossing sign. Okay, now I think it's Spain. Yes, I think it's Spain in like an Asian market or something like that. Weird, actually. Okay. Yeah, so it should be France or Spain. Sign looks Spanish. I'm happy to say that's probably Spain. This could be Spain. Yeah, don't mind that. This could be Spain. Could be like Greece or something else. Would probably have a double Y if it was Greece, actually, on yellow. Red could be Spain too. Okay, so I feel like this one's more straightforward. I feel like this is Spain. So I want to explore the strange possibility that this would somehow be either Turkey or Greece as well. Here's my logic. On green, we do have a thickish red border on the sign, but we do not have like what looks to be like a square signpost, and road lines are all a bit strange. So what's that say? Ooh, is that a U with 2 dots? Hello. Well, that would make it Turkey. I think it is, but it's very hard to say. Okay, but now that I mentioned Turkey, that's not bad. Ooh, she might have a headdress on. Also, circumstantial but decent evidence. We don't see any Turkish flags, and we don't. This could be Istanbul. That's what it would have to be. Okay. All of a sudden, I feel pretty good about green. Despite the fact that we have no water tanks, I think I've come to the conclusion that it is there, just because of the headdress and that weird language with the U and the 2 dots, which surely puts us in Turkey. So I will lock it in, and I will say the main country is Turkey, and blue is the imposter, which is, I'm probably wrong, but I will say Bulgaria.
All right, 1 point.
No.
Turkey is the main country.
Okay.
Imposter sadly is the yellow one.
Really?
Which is actually in Russia.
Oh, it's a Russian sign. Okay.
It's another Caucasus state.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I've guessed Turkey on these ones before, so that does not actually surprise me.
All right, so my first thought here was Turkey. I'm just picking out a Turkey vibe on a lot of these. I think it does feel like Turkey, at least with the architecture. I think I'm like pretty confident that one will be Turkey. Red could be like I don't know if that's a water tank or what is it? Oh, there might be a bollard right next to it though. It just looks weird, like the bollard. So I'm gonna come back to that, wondering if it could be like a Balkan country maybe. Yellow is maybe Turkey. Like I could totally see it being Turkey. I'm just trying to think like what else it would be. I feel like Turkey is the most likely. Blue does not really feel like Turkey. It's more European. Like my first thought was like Serbia or something, or maybe Croatia, but something in that sort of area. And yeah, I wouldn't go Turkey, I think. I don't know. Could it be like the European side of Turkey maybe? I don't really see it, to be honest. Yeah, the road doesn't even feel Turkish. Like the road definitely feels more European. So I want to say like Croatia on that one. Okay, I'll just do that. I'll do red, green, yellow Turkey and then blue Croatia.
Okay, so you had very similar thought process to me here. It is indeed Turkey as the main country. The yellow is indeed Russia, and it's Caucasus again, another Caucasus bait.
Yeah, I should have just trusted the sign. Like, how is that? Yeah.
Okay, wow. Okay, I think... Okay, wait, I really don't know where to start here. Green is like... I thought it was Turkey at first, but looking at the other options, it's probably not. Wait, it might be. Green could also be like North Greece or like Bulgaria even, which would make more sense with the other options, I think. I mean, red could be anywhere. The red is like definitely Turkey, Greece, or Bulgaria. And blue could be northeast Greece, which is the weird part for me. Because would that make green Greece as well? I don't really see it, but maybe. And yellow, I have no idea. Yellow is weird. Like, there's a sign with a white signpost. Like, is that even European? I think I'm getting 0 here. Unlucky. It could be a pair of like blue, green, and yellow being Greece and red is Turkey, but it could also be yellow or something being the imposter. Is it a Turkish sign on the left? That is actually what I was thinking about as well. Nah. I'll just have to guess. I'm gonna say green, blue, and yellow are Greece, and red is the imposter, and it's Turkey.
Okay, 0 points here. Main country is Turkey, and then yellow is the imposter. And it's actually in Russia.
Russia again, okay.
Another Caucasus.
Wow.
I think it's the second Caucasus imposter.
Yeah, it's so hard to recognize.
Alright, so some Russia business I'm feeling, unless I'm very wrong. I mean, green was, like, the moment that I looked at it, I just immediately thought Bulgaria. Like, it's just one of those things where, like, you just look at a location and you're just getting, like, an insane amount of, like, Bulgaria vibes for no particular reason. But I think I might have to let that go because I actually am not sure. I can't really point at anything out that would, like, necessarily say Bulgaria over anything else. It's the first impression. Maybe Turkey actually could make sense. I don't know how yellow is ever Turkey. Like, I actually don't know what Turkish guardrails look like. I don't know if this could be in Turkey theoretically. The road doesn't feel Turkish. I mean, blue and yellow just feel like Russia to me. But then like red is like very clearly not Russia, and the red feels very Turkish. And like if I'm getting a Bulgaria vibe on green, especially with those buildings to the left, maybe that should tell me that I should want to guess Turkey. But I just don't really know. Could blue be Turkey? Maybe. I guess actually that road line to the right on the blue image with like the sort of like the faded edge, that actually kind of gives me Turkish vibes, which is really sus. Like maybe it could be like a really deceptive looking road in like European Turkey, I guess. I'm actually warming up to this idea now because I don't really have any alternatives. So I guess I'm just gonna go with red, blue, and green being Turkey and yellow being Russia.
3 points. Well done. Called out the European Turkey. Well done. Okay, this is gettable. First one, Albania or something else? Ooh, is that French chevrons there? Could be France. France feels good. Okay, we'll say it's France. Blue, like Taiwan or something? We have like weird apartment buildings in the background of the scene here. Don't think it's Iceland. Okay, blue is a bit of a question mark. Thinking that this one was in France. Yellow could be in France. We have a rock wall of some kind here. I would have probably like picked Romania or something, or like Czechia. France works okay. Okay. Green, we have a guardrail here. Seems to be an A type of guardrail, I would say. Or unless it's just some pipes. But France is not impossible. It could be like a weird island or something like that in France. Otherwise, I would have probably gone like Russia or... yeah, Krasnodar area feels okay. Other things are possible. Romania, something like that. South Africa even. Probably not, but, you know, worth checking it out there. Hold up. What if green was the imposter and the other three was Spain? Oh man, now I say that, I can see it though. So that would make top left Pyrenees, top right Canaries, bottom right Galicia or something. And then green, then we put that in like Romania. Oh my gosh, bro. That's disgusting. Could it actually be? Screw it. In the interest of time, we're gonna say main country is Spain and green is Romania. That's my guess.
Let's go!
Oh, actually got it! Let's go!
We got it, 3 out of 3.
Let's go, dude!
Every single one of your region callouts was completely wrong, but it was 3 Spain.
Let's go. I don't care, though. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Okay, so some very different rounds here. Like, don't look similar to each other. The road on blue is very weird, and we have like those buildings in the back, which is really weird. So we're like near a big city, but we're like in this like very rural area. Like very, I don't know. It's probably like a floodplain of sorts, but that's just like making it even weirder, and I just can't think of what it would be. Yellow is very hard to pinpoint. It's just like trees, vaguely. Yeah, I don't know. And then green I'm trying to think, because like green looks so familiar, but I just can't remember what it would be. I thought maybe Russia, like this would be, I don't know, like maybe like Krasnodar, like right on the Black Sea with those. Could red be Russia? It's weird for Russia, but I've already gotten tricked by like mountainous Russia once, so I don't want to rule it out. But yellow doesn't feel like Russia at all, so now I'm just like more confused. Yellow, like I'm just now noticing actually that like stone wall, which is like really weird. Like what is that doing there? Like the stone wall makes me want to go like Spain or something. Yeah, I could see like red, maybe Spain. I don't think I would go Spain on green. Could it be Romania? That would be really embarrassing if I miss Romania. I don't recognize red, but at the same time, I could see it being Romania. Green could totally be just like Constanza. Yellow is certainly not Romania, but could blue be Romania? I think it could be Romania, to be honest. So I'm gonna say Spain, yellow imposter, and then red, green, blue are Romania.
Okay, unfortunately the wrong way around again. Spain is the main country. Which one do you think is Romania if it's Spain?
I could see green being Spain, and then I could see red being Spain, so I guess blue would have to be Romania.
It's actually green on this one. So
it's green. It's just Constanza, right?
Yeah,
it's
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, what? Blue just looks like it doesn't belong here, to be honest. Green to me is Russia, Romania, or like some Mexico. Because blue looks like Mexico. That wouldn't be very bait. So I guess it could be just outside of Bucharest, and the other ones are also Romania. I don't know. Red doesn't really make sense for Romania though. And surely there's no way that's Mexico. Yellow could also be both Romania and Mexico. If only we had a compass for the green one, could see where the water was. Wow. Okay, yeah. These are really hard. I'm trying to think where red would be if it's a different European country. Because the guardrail doesn't fit for most countries, I think. The fact that I'm between Mexico, Romania for the blue one is kind of weird to me. I'm gonna get 0 points. This is destroying my brain. Not gonna lie. Red, blue, and red, blue, and yellow are all Romania, I guess. And blue is supposed to be like Mexico bait, but yellow could be Mexico as well. Nah. They're both gonna be Romania for sure. And then green is I don't know, Russia.
Okay. Yeah, 0 points indeed.
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I told you that green is the only Romania?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other three are Spain.
Wait, blue is Spain?
Yeah. Apparently.
Nah, fake, bro. You're trolling me.
Okay, round 10. Let's go. Okay, red feels like France, and none of the others feel like France. Okay, that's great. I mean, blue has typical Italian asphalt as far as I'm concerned, so that's already a point of conflict. Like an enormous amount of cracks, very dark. Color that's just like to me, I'm never giving up the idea that that's Italy, because I'm also pretty confident about wanting to guess France on red. I'm not like, obviously it can't be like 100% that it's France, but like I think we have like wooden pole with this like black thing that connects it to, and like this like rock face in the back. There's like so many canyons in France that look exactly like this. That like I'm definitely guessing France on red. I'm definitely guessing Italy on blue, but I really don't know what to guess on the other two. I guess Italy definitely makes more sense. But like if I'm thinking that it's France and Italy, then these are definitely more Italy than France. Because green could be like any like random like coastal area that is flat, and yellow looks maybe a smidge volcanic with that like black looking dirt, and I guess like Italy does have volcanoes, so this could be a lot of things. Can't be like really 100% about any of this, but I'm gonna say that red is France and the other three are Italy.
First 0 points here, unfortunately, Debre. So we had Spain as the main country, which is all of them apart from green, and then green is Romania.
This is actually an insane bait. Like, I mean, blue not being Italy, that kind of astonishes me, not gonna lie.
Apparently it's East Coast, so about as close to Italy as you can get, I guess, but yeah. Well guys, thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. I still find it really crazy how inverse me and Debray's points were. How we did so well on the complete opposite round, I still just really find crazy. But it was a pleasure to have Stique, Debray, and RC on the channel again, and big thank you to Lenley for making the rounds for us. Guys, I'm already cooking up the next episode. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be the first episode with a bit of a gimmick, and I think you guys are gonna like that gimmick. So guys, thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in a video next time. Goodbye.